Okay, well, first of all, Delegate Linville deserves so much credit for something here that can genuinely save the state of West Virginia, you know, real dollars, maybe in lots and lots of ways. First of all, there's a board that we had that was actually probably not functioning, and it hasn't been functioning really since 2014, is that right? About that.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, the board is called the Employee Suggestion Award Board. Now, let me just say this. The reason people, you know, oftentimes criticize, well, where is Governor Justice? Well, Governor Justice is everywhere. And the reason he's everywhere is because he believes, and this is the way he ran everything he ran forever. He believes that if you go to the job site and you talk to the people that are on the ground level, they'll tell you things about what's going on to make things better. That's what this is. That's exactly what this is. And Delegate Linville came to me and said, we have a real opportunity right here, and he wants to head it up. And so off he goes and everything. And so today, he's got the reins. And basically what it does is it says to anyone in government, if you can come up with an idea that the board approves, that the board thinks is legit and is going to work, we're going to reward you for coming up with that idea. And so a percentage of the savings the first year, we give back. And so today, we have two people that have, you know, that have awards. Now, the first lady I think is not here, Lori Jan Woodward, but her idea was, I'm not going to, I'll let Daniel get it all that. But you know, the second lady is here, and her name is Judy Lupson, and so she's here, and she is going to end up with a wonderful check that we're very proud to be able to give her. Her idea was implemented and saved the state approximately $9,100 this year. Judy noticed that our process to collect groundwater protection fees from applicants for on-site sewage disposal systems was so complicated that applicants were often not paying on time or at all. Doesn't that sound like government to you? I mean, that's the best of government, you know. And so Daniel, you take over, and we should be very, very proud of our delegate here. He ran for just these kind of reasons and everything, and he's here today because he's making a difference. He's making a difference. He deserves so much credit, and I'm kind of wallowing along behind and ruddering the boat while he's doing all the paddling and everything. And a lot of times people get paddling in a lot of different directions. You don't go anywhere, but we're going somewhere with Daniel, so he's doing a great job. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you so much. Folks, when I ran for office, I said that I wanted to make government run more like a business. And like the governor was just saying, one of the big things that you do in business is that you try to talk to the people that are on the ground and figure out if they've got a good idea that's going to save you money, to implement it and reward them for it. And so in December 2019, we were able to meet for the first time really as a full employee suggestion award board. And that's been established by code, and that goes all the way back, I think, to 1981. But for the past 5 years or so, the board completely quit working. And so basically, it's made up of 3 members of the House, 3 members of the Senate, and 3 members of the executive. And I very much want to thank all of our members, both in the legislative branch and in the executive branch. So in the executive, we've got Secretary Bill Crouch, who's here today. We've got Secretary Alan McVeigh, and we've got the Chief Technology Officer of the state, Josh Spence. And so it's a great team. From the House, we've got myself, Delegate Terry Seipold, and Delegate Evan Hansen. And from the Senate, we have Senator Bill Hamilton, Senator Dave Seipold, and Senator Doug Facemeyer. And so back when we were first looking at our interim committees after legislative session last year, I decided that I wanted to look into this board. I found it in code and found that it hadn't met again for 5 years or so. And so I just knew that over the last 5 years, somebody in state government had to have a great idea, right? And it turns out that Judy had a great idea. And yeah, so everybody, she's incredible, and she's what's great about state government. So Judy proposed that streamlined method, just like the governor was talking about there. And Governor, I actually want to give you an updated total. She saved the state $13,035.92 every year for the rest of time, basically. And not only that, I was talking to her before this press conference, and she said that she used to spend, how many hours was it, Judy? Something like?
Probably the whole 40 hours.
Okay, so something like 40 hours a week. Now she spends 2 weeks a year, period, on that. And the Secretary of DEP actually said that it was at least $13,035.92. So what we're here today to do is to thank those people. Lori Woodward also lives in the Eastern Panhandle, unfortunately couldn't be here today, but she also did a great technology thing, and she basically saved the state a tremendous amount of money by allowing her and her team to be able to appear via video conference rather than always having to drive everywhere all over the state when she had to do a hearing. And she saved the state another $9,155.13. And if you add those two things together, the thing that I'd like to say is that what this board has done over the past 2 or 3 months has been to save the state the amount that a state legislator makes every single year. And we're not done. We're going to keep meeting. We're going to keep doing this. And the thing I want to tell Governor, to all the members of state government is, we are going to keep doing this. And if you've got a good idea, we've put a bounty on it. I want to cut you a check for 20%. We want to come back here. We want to recognize you and to follow your careers. So Governor, I thank you for your leadership in that. And I thank you for having us here today. So without too much further ado, I would really like to invite Judy Lubson up, who's been with the state for 22 years. And Judy, the governor, and I would like to present to you a Publishers Clearinghouse style check. You come right on over here. You get in the middle of it here.
How about this, girl? Let's hold it down here low where we can see how you.
So Judy. For $2,607.18. That's 20% of the savings to the state. Judy.
All right, now what other ideas you got today?
I'll work a little more.
Okay, good. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're everything that's right about state government. Thank you, Judy. Thank you so much. Well, folks, with the governor's leadership, we've been able to do a really good thing here today. We're going to keep this up. We're going to save hundreds of thousands of dollars for the state of West Virginia, and we're going to do this all without cutting a single service, and it's going to be a savings to the taxpayers, and that's what we talk about when we talk about good government. So, Governor, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks,
All right, y'all go do some more stuff.
sir.